What a win that was. The Padres walk it off against the Washington Nationals 7-6. They were down by a few runs. It did not seem like they were going to win this baseball game. It seemed like it was going to be a bad sports night for San Diego. Lose a Matt Waldron start, but you come back. You had to go up against Hunter Harvey there in the 10th inning. And Jurickson Profar ends it. And there's a lot that happened before Jurickson Profar that I'm going to highlight here. No doubt about that. But Jurickson frickin' Profar, Mr. Relevant. I didn't just put this shirt on, by the way. No, I was wearing this shirt all day. Mr. Relevant t-shirt from Breaking Tea. You can go get that shirt if you want. Click the link in the description. It was just meant to be. I don't know. But this guy battling through that knee issue and that at-bat that he had in that bottom of the 10th. I mean, battling that entire at bat, almost gets knocked in the head, hard fall down onto the dirt, gets back up, gets into that box, puts the ball in play. I wasn't sure that ball was going to go as far as it did, but I don't know what happened. Something carried that ball into the gap, way past the right fielder there for the Padres to get that win. Jackson Merrill taking that breaking ball up the middle, Donnie Barrels barreling up that ball into the gap to start off that inning. Tim Leeper didn't send Crony, just kept them there, had the confidence, and Merrill comes through after that. Kim with a walk, I think. Yeah, Kim had a walk. Tyler Wade was huge. He pinch hits for Higgy, so good call from Mike Schilt. Have Wade come in. Sully can catch if you need him to, if it got to that, but obviously it didn't. Wade lays down the bunt. Great bunt. 1 out. Got runners to second and third in that situation. Merrill to third, Kim to second. David Peralta popped out, which that sucked. But Hunter Harvey intentionally walked Luis Ariz, which I'm not going to act like is the worst decision in the world, because Luis Ariz, what is he known for? Those singles, and a single there might win the baseball game, right? It's definitely going to tie the game there. It's a 6-5 game. So I do understand it. But you're walking Luis Ariz to get to Jurickson Profar, the best player on this Padres team right now. A starting outfielder in the National League All-Star game. And if he's not, San Diego's going to riot. I mean, that's just what's going to happen. But you walk Ariz. Like, this is how great the top of the Padres order was tonight. Those two options there, you're either pitching to Ariz, who is probably going to get a hit off you, or you're pitching to Profar, and you want to take your chance with Profar because he's not like the single machine, but he kind of is this year, and he's just clutch. Will Smith, you want to call him irrelevant earlier in the year? What does he do on Sunday Night Baseball in front of the entire country? Gets a huge hit. I think it was off the wall, right? Huge hit on Sunday Night Baseball to give the Padres the lead. And then the Nationals, you want to disrespect Profar in his mind, and I would have that mindset as well. Someone walks the guy ahead of me to get to me, that's disrespectful. And Profar channeled that. You're going to walk a guy in front of Pro. That's essentially, in his mind, calling him irrelevant again, just in a different way. And then he comes through there. So, man, I'm so happy to have Jurickson Profar on this team, to have Jackson Merrill on this team. The energy at Petco, the MVP chance for Profar afterwards, just amazing. If you guys were there, any of you that were at Petco Park, props to you, because that crowd was amazing at the end there. I mean, holy cow. And then there was the fireworks after. Would have been a little awkward if they would have lost an extra innings and there's a fireworks show after. But that's just perfect to have a fireworks show after a walk-off win. Amazing. Matt Waldron, I mean, today, okay, he kept the Padres in the game. He did make that one mistake. It felt like Joey Meneses was up every inning. I mean, he was just killing the Padres today. But Waldron, I mean, still 6 innings, 2 earned runs. You'll take it. You know, with the Waldron expectations that we have, we want him to do better than that. But you're still going to take it and trust these guys in the bullpen like Morahone, like Estrada. Now, Morahone, I'm not even that mad at Morahone either. The RBI hit that he allowed, that wasn't even that bad of a pitch either. It wasn't hit that hard. Estrada doesn't give up any runs. Suarez comes in, doesn't give up any runs, goes to extras. And Eno De Los Santos, got to be better. Left pitches, middle in, allowed one of the Nats hitters to turn on it down the right field line. And then the freaking meatball that he gives up. Who was that at the plate? Was that Nick Senzel, I think, on the homer? And I'm sitting there. Yeah, of course. I think all Padres fans are sitting there like, yeah, all right, well, I'm still watching because I'm a Padres fan and this team has come back at times this year. But are we really expecting it? When the Nats come up with a big inning like that and they score 3 runs in extra innings, it's not like you have 3 innings to go get the 3 runs back. You have that 1.5 inning. And so I don't blame Padres fans if you had that same feeling like, okay, I'll have a little bit of hope, but it feels like sometimes, regardless of how many times the Padres come back, we're still going to play the odds and be like, well, it's probably not going to happen. But I mean, I don't care. Like, it happened. They won this baseball game. And who knows if this is gonna end up being a big win or not for the Padres in terms of like direct head to head with the Nationals this year. Because if they would have lost this, they would have been behind the Nats, I believe, in the wild card standings. Instead, they win, and I believe they're a game and a half up in the wild card standings. I know it's June 24th, and you may be like, Ben, why are you talking about that on June 24th? But I'm just saying, yeah, the Padres, they're a game and a half up on the Nats in the wild card standings. You never know what's going to happen at the end of the year. What is this going to look like? So, heck of a win. They pulled it out. Was it the prettiest from the pitching, particularly De Los Santos? No, but they were able to get the job done. And I'll highlight the scoring plays for the Padres leading into this situation here. Um, Ha-Sung Kim with the single, the bunt single, like little fundamental things. You had that from Kim early on. You had Higgy with the double, just taking what was given to him, not trying to do too much, just go the opposite way with it. You had Wade late in the game, obviously getting the bunt down. Just fundamental baseball for the most part in this game for the Padres. And they did not score after that, second inning? They didn't score until extra innings there, but it doesn't matter. Bottom 10. Let's just go through the bottom of the 10th again here because what a freaking inning that was. So, runner is on base, right? Obviously, to start the inning. Runner on second. Hunter Harvey comes in, who could be a Padres target before the deadline. We'll see. And Solano works an at bat, doubles to left center, and I thought Crony was being sent. I thought, yep, they were going to send him, make it a 6-4 game, but maybe Leaper was like, knowing the situation, sending Cronenworth here doesn't do you anything. You're going to have to come through more than just this one hit. It would be one thing if it was a one-run game and you don't know if they're going to come through later in the inning, but when it's 6-3 like that before Solano homers, you got to come through with more hits after that anyway. So, okay, you keep them there, second and third, nobody out with Merrill up at the plate. You feel really good about that because it's Jackson Merrill. Contact hitter. He's not going to be afraid to do what he did. Just get a single, not try to hit a bomb. And that's exactly what he did. Breaking ball, single to center, scored a couple of runs. And right there, when it's 6-5 like that and there's nobody out, that's where I think a lot of Padres fans are like, all right, we're going to do this. This feels really good. Funny story. And it's funny because the Padres ended up winning and I was able to watch the ending. I'm watching this game on the couch and my mom turned off the internet. And so I didn't know what was happening. I didn't see the Jackson Merrill hit live. I saw it back on replay when I could get the internet back. But yeah, that was off for a couple of minutes. So I was trying to follow it on my phone. But yeah, it was like, oh, I'm watching it and it just stops with the reload sign on the TV. And I'm like, oh, come on. I'm just glad that didn't happen, a few minutes later when Profar was up at the plate. But we got it back, loaded it back up, and got it back just in time, I believe, for the Ha-Sung Kim walk. Definitely for the Wade bunt. I do remember that. Sacrifice bunt, got the runners over, one down. And right when we saw Wade pinch hit for Higgy, we knew what was coming. Everybody knew what was coming. So Wade, for him to do that, knowing what was coming, huge. And I did want to get to the Profar at bat because I know I hit on it a little bit. So the intentional walk to Arise, then Profar's up, I thought that first strike, it was right down the middle and he swung through it. I saw that, I'm like, "Okay, yep, that's the pitch. Right there, that's the pitch. That was it right there." But he got another one. It wasn't the best pitch, but he somehow put the ball in play and somehow got it almost to the wall in the air. I was not expecting that. I thought that was gonna be more if it was gonna get down, it was probably gonna be like a single off the bat. I did not expect it. I thought off the bat that was gonna be a flyout. I thought Lane Thomas was gonna get to it until I saw it kept carrying and carrying. Something I don't know what it was, but maybe it was the baseball gods like, "Let's give this one to the Padres tonight," because Tatis on the IL, don't know when he's gonna return. Darvish isn't starting tomorrow. Musgrove on the IL. Bogarts on the IL. Can't be on the IL. Just not a good Monday afternoon for us Padres fans and for the Padres organization. Give it to them. They're battling back. Give it to them. And so, however it happened, credit to all these guys today for finding a way to get this win. Jurickson Profar, he's going to be an all-star, whether he is voted in or not. He's first, I believe, in the all-star vote. First or second in the all-star vote. And he deserves it, no doubt about it, to be starting in the All-Star game. If he is not, that's going to be an issue. So, Padres fans, go to MLB.com, vote for Jurickson Profar 5 times a day. I think the deadline is Thursday. Go do it. This guy deserves it. He's our guy. And again, the energy that he showed after the game, and he mentioned how he felt disrespected when they walked Luis in front of him. How many times? It's like, when are you going to learn? You know, when Tatis was gunning runners and guys kept trying to run on him, when are you going to learn? You keep disrespecting Pro. When are you going to learn? That's just helping him. Keep disrespecting him because I'm a Padres fan. It's helping. You know, it's helping our guy. But Will Smith calls him irrelevant. You walk the guy ahead of him. He's an all-star. He hasn't proven it to you already, Washington Nationals. I bet they're not going to do that again this series if they have that opportunity. But what a freaking win. What a win. And Don's call was amazing. Had a little bit of a voice crack there when he said amazing. It's like he couldn't believe it either, but he lived up to the moment. I have not heard Jesse's call yet, but I was watching on TV, so I heard Don's obviously amazing. And again, that atmosphere at Petco looked freaking electric. I was watching that game there in that 10th inning, and I was like, this feels like a playoff game. And other fan bases are probably going to laugh at that because it's June 24th, but I don't care. Don't care. Like JJ Redick said in his presser today with the Lakers, I don't give an F. Say whatever you want. I'm just pumped up that the Padres got this win. And it's a again, it's a compliment to you Padres fans that went to this game in person tonight. The atmosphere that was. That's why it felt like that. And it was between two teams that are in the wild card race right now. Close game, obviously. Loved it.